Good morning, everyone. Happy winter. You got some people making their way in, so I'm going to let them get on in here. Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's nice to see you all here today. We know what the weather did, and I'm really grateful for your presence. I'm sure I speak for Swamini too. Welcome to this place of peace, justice, and hope. In this Unitarian Universalist congregation, we affirm that no matter who you are, who you love, or where you are on your journey, that you are welcome here. And for those of you joining us online, we're glad you're with us. And if you are visiting us today, we invite you to sign our visitor's book. It's in the living room. And we do have coffee after church. And so visitors, if you would like to, grab a green mug so that we can identify you and greet you. And members and friends, to help folks connect, please wear your name tags with your pronoun stickers. And if you need a new name tag, see the person in the living room. I'm Tony Metters, African-American male. My pronouns are he, him. I'm pleased to be with you today as your worship associate. We also recognize that folks of all ages and abilities have different needs during the service. And in the living room in the back of the sanctuary, we provide a cart of fidgets and drawing supplies, and if at any point you feel the need to get up and move, please do so. Grab a fidget, draw a picture, do what you need to do. May each of you know that you are welcome in this house of peace, and may our worship and fellowship this morning touch your heart, mind, and spirit. Our music today will be provided by Jamie Passman. Julia's going to help too. And our services will be led by Swamini Saraswati. There's always a lot going on around the church, and you can read all about it in News and Notes, which arrives in your inbox every Friday. There are printed copies available downstairs. And if you would like to receive News and Notes, again, stop by that great desk in the living room, and we'll make sure you get signed up. We have some announcements today. We're pleased to invite you to a special holiday service at the Vivekananda Vedanta Center in Chicago. Saturday, December 6th at 4. Join Reverend Beth, Julia, Jamie, Swamini, and the celebration singers for a beautiful afternoon of Christmas carols, hymns from the Vedanta and UU traditions, reflections, and readings. Tea and snacks will be provided afterwards for all. This beautiful Saturday service will take place at 3801 North Keeler Avenue in Chicago. If you're interested in carpooling, please leave your name at the welcome desk and see Swamini after the service, or reach out to Reverend Beth, and we hope to see you there. Also today, to get into the holiday spirit and write some holiday cards for those who will be spending their holidays in prison, you can brighten the day of people who will be spending the holidays behind bars. We will be meeting today at noon in Joshai Chapel across the alley upstairs for this wonderful opportunity. There will be treats, and this event is hosted by the UCH Prison Ministry, and all are welcome.
Thank you so much.
I am so glad to see you here today. It says a lot about you that you'd come all this way with the the rotten roads and the cold and the snow. You're here, and that shows the goodness of your heart and the value of our community. And so today, just to start today's services, I'd like us just to take a moment to center ourselves. We're here now, not on the road anymore. So feel free to move your body a little bit to get yourself comfortable, if you so wish, to close your eyes for a moment and just listen to the sounds around you. One sound, and then the next, and then maybe another. And sounds rising and falling like your breath, welcoming you in to this beautiful sanctuary, this beautiful church home of ours. Blessed be. Now, I'd like to invite Julia up to lead us in song for hymn number 331, Life is the Greatest Gift of All.
Thank you, Swamini. Please rise in body or spirit and join us in the opening hymn. Swamini has made a slight adjustment to the words. In the second line, she didn't like the word lowly. She prefers humble, which I agree with. So she's done it correctly on the slides. Please join us.
We have a slide issue, one moment. The chalice lighting, I'd like to invite up Tony to please light the chalice for us with a reading by Swiftwalker.
Let's start with the people we love and those who love us. Thankful they are in our lives, obliging us to open our hearts. Let open hearts embrace the earth, the sea, and soil and stars, blessed by bold beauty, the bounty of being. Let what wisdom we have, want and wanting, lead us to strive so the seventh generation hence can live more fully. It is in the work that alone that we can express our thankful spirit. Come, let us worship together.
Good morning, brave souls. After this weekend of Thanksgiving and blessings, I thought I would bring back the grateful blessing body prayer that we did several weeks ago. So, if you would join me, we bow to the mystery and beauty of this world and of each other. We lift up our concerns for our world, for our community, and for our families. We open to all the blessings that are ours, to the gift of this day and of this time together. We bring these gifts to our hearts. From all the gifts that we have been given, may we give to one another and our world in blessing and in thanks. Now, if you'd like to stand in body or in spirit, we'll do it again once, and then we'll do it a second time in silence. We bow to the mystery and beauty of this world and of each other. We lift up our concerns for our world, for our community, and for our families. We open to all the blessings that are ours, to the gifts of this day and of this time together. We bring these gifts to our hearts. From all the gifts that we have been given, may we give to one another and our world in blessing and in thanks. Blessings to you all. And now I invite you to sing me and my friends over to the other building.
Many of us came to this church and Unitarian Universalism generally, in part because we seek community in which to grow and learn and live our values, because we find affirmation in service, because we recognize that what we do matters, what we say makes an impact, how we move and work in the world resonates throughout the fragile, resilient web of life. Our financial contributions to this congregation help write the stories we want to tell to each other and to the world. We are so grateful for this and commit together to ensure the funds we gather collectively do a greater good for ourselves and our world. Now let there be an offering to sustain and grow the life and mission of this congregation. May we thereby write the story of love, gratitude, and hope. Please join in our offertory words. This church is made up of all of us. It is what we learn together, the work we do together, the fun we have together. It is what we share with one another, with people around us, and with the world. We now gratefully receive your contribution. Thank you in advance for your generosity.
I appreciate you so much. You just bring joy to this world. Well, my friends, tomorrow, I need the clicker. I forgot about the clicker. This gives me a feeling of power. So tomorrow, December 1st, is World AIDS Day. Now, nearly 41 million people around the world right now are infected with AIDS. Since last year alone, nearly 1.5 million people were newly infected. 1.5 million people. And I'm really sad to say that 630,000 people died of AIDS last year alone. In the developing world, the threats are particularly dire. The halting of U.S. funding for AIDS around the world means that 40% fewer people will have access to the life-saving medication that they need to survive. And this I learned when I was doing human rights work around the world. It's not just about the medication, it's about the food. Oftentimes people would come to a nonprofit foundation organization that I was serving and say, I have my pills, but I can't take them because I don't have enough food to eat. AIDS, in other words, is far from controlled for millions of people. When you were coming in today, you should have been handed a red ribbon. If you don't have one, please raise your hand, and our ushers will bring you one. Does everyone have one? Everyone has a ribbon? Okay, beautiful. Now, I'd like to ask us to pause for a moment of remembering. If all could please rise as you are able in body or spirit. And please take your pin and cup it between your hands like this, So it looks like a little flower, and in the East we call it a lotus flower. Now, repeat after me and holding your hands to your heart. From your heart, repeat after me. Today we remember. We remember you. Our loved ones who we have lost to AIDS. We remember you, our siblings who are suffering. We remember all who love you. Today we hold this ribbon as our prayer. Today we hold this ribbon in remembrance of you. We shall wear it with love. We shall hold you in our hearts. Amen. Blessed be. Now, as you can, please, with your own prayers, as you can, place the ribbon over your heart, wherever feels comfortable to you, in solemn remembrance. Blessed be. Om. Ashe. Amen. You may be seated. So we enter this space bringing with us joys, concerns, challenges, and blessings. If you have something either weighing or dancing on your heart this morning, you are invited to come on up and drop a stone in the water. If you wish, you can say a name, you can say a word, a brief phrase, or just drop the stone in silence as feels best to you. You are now invited to join us to share your joys, your sorrows. Oh, yeah.
Good morning. I'm Paula. Do not mute the mic, Alex. Today is Alex's 21st birthday.
Good morning, I'm Kathy. My husband died 33 years ago today of HIV-related complications the day before World AIDS Day. His name was William Blanford.
With our sorrows, with our joys, we remember the cycles of life. We remember each other, and we hold each other in our hearts. We drop these stones in remembrance of all the people around the world who are suffering right now, who could use your prayers, who could use your love, who could use all the goodness that you do for this beautiful world. May you be blessed. Oh, amen.
Day, of days past and of days ahead, let us sing together to each other hymn 1053. How could anyone please rise in body or in spirit? We will sing it twice.
I felt that. Thank you for adding your love to this room. So, let me tell you a little story. There was once a woman who rewired her brain. There was once a woman who rewired her brain. By the end of this service, perhaps you'll know how to do a little bit of that yourself. So now, does that sound far-fetched? Sure. Sound like science fiction? Sure. But let me share this story. Once upon a time, in this very real world, there was a very real woman who was very, very depressed. Much had happened in her life to have led her to this deep state of sorrow. Her pain sometimes felt overwhelming, ever-present, and eventually it led her to seeking help. Therapy did help her. And then she was given the opportunity. She was given the opportunity to take part in a study that could possibly help her even more, maybe even help others. The study was by the University of Indiana, and their researchers had a theory that writing letters of gratitude might make people somehow feel better. Writing letters of gratitude might even, they postulated, lead to changing the way people's brains worked. So I'll pause here to ask, is it possible to actually even see changes in the brain, in the inner workings of our brains, of our minds? Well, the answer is yes, but it's only been recently that we could do this. We all know about X-rays, we all know about MRIs, but it wasn't until the 1990s that something called the functional MRI, or the fMRI, was invented. Now, the fMRI can see what's happening in our minds as we think, and where we're thinking in our minds, by just seeing how the blood flows and where it's flowing to in our brains. So we have a deep memory that we're accessing. It will light up the hippocampus, for example. And so with the advent of fMRIs, neuroscience has taken off, giving humanity new windows into exactly what happens when we think. So, returning back to our story of our volunteer, she was asked to write one letter of gratitude a week to people who just touched her life. Could have been anyone, a family member, a friend, the guy at Starbucks, her favorite teacher, Tony. It could be anybody, Jamie, and I can't forget Julia, anybody. One letter a week to one different person at a time, she wrote, as did other participants in the study. They also wrote their own gratitude letters to different people. And after some time, she actually reported that she started feeling better. So the researchers had taken an fMRI scan as a baseline of her mind before the study started, so they could see. Just months later, she was scanned again. And amazingly, this is what's amazing to me. This is why I'm doing this today as my sermon. The researchers found that her brain and the brains of other volunteers had changed. The workings of their medial prefrontal cortexes were lit up. So the prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain right behind your forehead, right here. So the Cleveland Clinic says this about that part of the brain. It is an important part of what makes you who you are. And it has a big impact on your daily life. It's responsible for helping to keep us focused, for making thoughtful decisions, regulating our emotions, for short-term memory, and even for self-control. In other words, what's right behind your forehead right here is very, very important. And for our study volunteers and others, its workings had significantly strengthened. And not only that, other researchers have found that gratitude practices, like our volunteers, can change our body's chemistry by just expressing gratitude. Thank you, Julia. Thank you so much for leading that song. Just by doing that, our dopamine levels rise and Julia's dopamine levels rise. When we reflect or write about gratitude, when we write or just think about gratitude, I'm so grateful to Tony for saying those beautiful words today. Another feel-good chemical enters our brains, and it's serotonin, the stuff that SSRI antidepressants are made from. It can help lead to more motivation and better willpower. It's amazing to me. I mean, it's just simple. How simple is that? And science is proving it. According to Tokyo's Institute of Science and others, gratitude practices can also increase the size of the hippocampus, where our memories are stored, and the amygdala, leading to improved memory and cognitive function, especially in older adults, according to studies. As for the opposite, several university studies have looked at that too, and they found that people who have low levels of gratitude are more depressed and even are at greater risk for dementia. And to me, there was a time when I would have just brushed all this off. Gratitude practices, they're too unstudied, they're too new agey, even too far-fetched, airy-fairy. I can't say that anymore. Neuroscience won't let me. This stuff works. Amazing. And if it doesn't just help the mind, gratitude practices can help make people healthier and even live longer. And here's how. According to the National Heart Association, this is what they say: a grateful heart is a healthy heart. So in a study led by the University of California, San Diego, I know, I like studies, what can I do? But these are fun. Patients they found who recently had heart attacks were divided into two groups. One was asked to keep gratitude journals and write about 3 things that they were grateful for every day. So usually before they would go to sleep, they would write down in a gratitude journal, it could be anything, like a little notebook, 3 things that they are grateful for, and then they would fall asleep, do it again the next day and the next. The other group had no gratitude practices. Now, after only 8 weeks, the patients who wrote in their gratitude journals, and these are patients who had had heart attacks, had lower inflammatory biomarkers and improved heart rate variability. This means the patient's risks of developing greater heart disease had been reduced just by that one practice, writing 3 things of gratitude every single day. Other researchers found similar results in patients who were experiencing heart failure. Lastly, want to feel better every day? Yeah, why not? Yes, thank you for raising your, I do too. I want to feel better every day. wake up and write about 3 things you're grateful for as well. Or do it before you fall asleep and when you wake up. Write those things down, or once a day if that works for you. One study found that this can lead to less exhaustion, less cynicism, less illness, and a happier work life. So, there was once a congregant who was destined to rewire their brains. Sound far-fetched? Perhaps the next person to do so is you. And that's why, as I said, I'm doing my first sermon here as your intern minister on science, because this can truly lead us to have better lives. So I'd like to ask you to consider doing a bit of homework when you leave today. Make a gratitude journal. This one cost me $1.25 at the dollar store. Make it from whatever you want. Write down the 3 things you're grateful for every day. And if you want to take a special extra step, because it is a holiday season, write down letters of gratitude to people that have done something nice or good for you, someone who's touched your life. Write those letters. Send those letters if that works for you. This is a lonely world. This is a lonely world, and it's very cold outside. We can make it warmer inside and out through the gift of gratitude. So now let us rise in body or spirit to sing a wish for each other in joy and in thanksgiving to all the beautiful souls who are surrounding you, all the beautiful souls who are watching us online. Join us as we sing hymn 1059. May your life be as a song. Now, let me tell you one more story, because I like stories as well as science. A few years ago, volunteers were asked to take part in another brain study that I really like. They were asked to do 2 different meditations at different times. One was a meditation on something they had a lot of resentment about. You know, the mean boss, the terrible colleague, the person who cut you off, and you never will forget that Dotson that cut you off in a snowy day like this, whatever it might be. They asked people to ruminate about it in one meditation. Ruminate they did, as we all can do. I can do that well too. So then they were asked to return in another day and meditate on gratitude. They were asked to meditate on gratitude, envisioning what they were grateful for, envisioning what happened, seeing it again in their mind's eye, something that they were so grateful for. Turns out that when the people who were volunteering in this study were ruminating, there were physiological markers of stress. Their heartbeat went up, for example. Chemicals can flood the body that can cause damage. But when people did the other meditation on the next day, their heartbeats went down. And the parts of their brain that can stimulate emotional regulation and self-motivation lit up. What it means is also meditating and visualizing on gratitude and something you're grateful for can also rewire your brain. So let's give it a shot, shall we? We give it a shot? Yeah, is that okay with you, Tony? Okay, good. As long as Tony says so, then we'll give it a shot. Yeah, he knows. So I'm going to guide you through a brief guided meditation that I learned when I was training as a mindfulness mentor at Banyan. You can do this meditation at home anytime you'd like. Anytime you have a free moment when you're not driving a car, let's say. So I'd like to ask you to make yourself comfortable. Please feel free to stretch a little bit. Sometimes it's nice to stretch as you wish. Whatever feels good. You can move your neck, your body, whatever feels good. Feel free to move your legs and your feet. Ease the tension away a little bit. And now, as it feels right to you, let your eyes grow heavy and shut. Or you can just let them lightly look at nothing at all. Now, sit as straight as you can with your spine straight. It wards away sleepiness. And let your belly go soft. Let your chest go soft. Your face go soft. And feel a little smile inside your mouth, corners of your lips, corners of your eyes smiling. Let your front be soft. Now take a deep breath in through your nose, if that feels good, and let it out gently. Releasing your shoulders, letting your front soften even more. And with awareness of your breath and of your posture, allow yourself to feel a deep sense of gratitude on the breath itself. As you watch, you can smile a little as your breath moves in and out through your nose. If you can't feel it, put your hands on your tummy and feel your breath rising and falling. Remember how precious this one breath is, and this next one too. Invite in the spaciousness of awe and wonder as you sit with the next 3 to 5 cycles of breath rising and falling. You can even say thank you to each breath. Thank you. Thank you. Now, draw attention to your heart. You can even put your hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat beat. Still aware of your breath, but noticing, feeling your heart. Invite in awareness, gratitude for the miracle of your heartbeat. As we sit with our breath and heart beating so beautifully, notice for the next couple of breaths, just be. Thank you. You can say, because you have everything you need to feel happiness, to feel contentment and joy within. Allow that smile to be present as you allow yourself to feel grateful. Thinking thank you as you feel your breath breathing, your heart beating. Thank you for a mind that can notice, understand, feel, and discern. Thank you as you invite in love to your body. Thank you as you invite kindness to your mind. Thank you as you rest here, remembering you have everything you need, resting in gratitude for it all, resting in the magic of the heartbeat, the beauty of being here together. And now I ask you to just rub your hands together to make them nice and warm. And put them over your eyes so you can feel that warmth. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and lower your hands. Om, Shalom, Salam. Amen. May you always be surrounded by joy, by beauty, by gratitude, by love. Let us rise once more in body or spirit and visualize again all the beautiful souls that are around you today in this beautiful church and online. In joy and thanksgiving to each other and all we love. As we sing each other this wish, Go Lift It Up, hymn number 1057.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
We say together, extinguish this flame, but not the light of its truth, the warmth of this community, nor the fire of our commitment. These we carry in our hearts and share with all the world.
we conclude this morning service with the wisdom words of the 13th century poet, Rumi. He wrote, "Be grateful for your life, every detail of it, and your face will come to shine like the sun, and everyone who sees it will be made glad and peaceful. Persist in gratitude, and you will slowly become one with the sun of love. The love will shine through you. It's all healing joy. The path of gratitude is not for children," he writes. "It is a path of tender heroes, of the heroes of tenderness who, whatever happens, keep burning on the altar of their hearts the flame of adoration." May you be blessed, and in turn, may you be blessings for our beautiful world. And with that I say, Om, Salam, Shalom, Amen. Blessed be.